Let me welcome our viewers around the world to the studio of Platform Media International. My name is Joe Ehizo, the presenting. And I have my very good friend Opono Yamabo. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Opono, the Championship League of the UEFA Championship is hotting up, and the big boys are showing their muscles and they are pulling away from the boys. It's not surprisingly, the big boys like Arsenal, Manchester City, though they had a kind of surprise, but they were able to snap a kind of a draw. Bayern Munich lost to Atletico Madrid. That's the only surprise. Of course, two of them are big boys. But again, Juventus and all the rest made a statement. Opponent, before we go to bit by bit account of what happened during the week, let me give you us a rundown of the scores. CSKA Moscow and Tottenham Hotspurs. At the way in Moscow, Tottenham Hotspurs snapped a 1-0 victory. Monaco and Bayern Leverkusen is a settled score 1-1 score draw. In Group F, Borussia Dortmund 2, Real Madrid 2. Sporting Lisbon 2, Warsaw 0. Group G, Copenhagen 4, Club Brugge 0. Leicester City 1, Porto 0. In Group H, Dynamo Zagreb 0, Juventus 4. Juventus made a statement because they played 1-1 with Seville in the last match in Rome. But now Seville went at home to Lyon, scored 1-0. Group A, Arsenal 2, Basel 0 at the Emirates. Of course, we'll come to that because Arsenal made a statement, and the Arsenal was capable of scoring 9 or 6 as watching the match. Basel 0. Ludogorets 1, Paris Saint-Germain 3 in that same group. So Paris Saint-Germain and Arsenal on the same points level. Group B, Besiktas 1, Dynamo Kiev 1, Napoli 4, Benfica 2. Group C, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1, Barcelona 2. It came from behind to snap a victory. Celtic surprised Manchester City. That was a kind of a goal harvest. 3-3 at Celtic. 3-3. In Group D, Atletico Madrid surprised Bayern Munich 1-0. And PSG Eindhoven and Rostov play a 2-2 score draw. Opponent, looking at the scores, like I said just now, the big boys are making a statement. And there's no surprise that it happened the first week. Let's look at the real matches. Tottenham, after losing at home, decided to go to Moscow and stamp a victory from CSKA Moscow. And you have always known that it is tough to dig out a victory in Moscow because, again, the weather is already very cold in Moscow right now. So, what was the match?
Yeah, that was a good game for Tottenham. And if you look at the Tottenham squad, he made some changes. I think the first game, the Monaco game, he was just going all out to attack. He had that mentality, just attack. But now he balanced the team a little bit. Attack when he needs to attack, defend when he needs to defend. There was Wanyama there, the holding midfielder, was there in the middle. So that really helped the team. So at least when they attack, when they have to defend, they have somebody who shields the
Kenyan boy, Mike Wayama, is having a good return for Tottenham this year. Sitting in front of the defenders and soaking up all the pressure. And when they decide to go forward, it's always there for them, right?
Yeah, it's always there for Tottenham. Is a good. Like, I don't think people are giving them credit for what they are, but because if you give that team some time, they're going to be a very difficult team to beat. I like them.
So what's happening to Real Madrid this season? Real Madrid is like struggling. You know, remember they waited for the last minute to beat Porto in Spain, but they went now to Borussia Dortmund, and it was a draw game. It's like they are struggling this season.
Yeah, that's why I saw the first goal. It was the keeper's fault when he punched the ball to the Borussia Dortmund forward. I mean, it's a ball he would have caught because there was no pressure on him. And it's some of the concentration and problems that keepers have. We can say that the league just started. You get to remember something. Nobody's pushover
anymore.
Nobody's pushover anymore. It doesn't work that way anymore. So it's difficult. It's not easy. See, when a team plays and win 4-5-0, oh, it says it's an easy game. No game is easy. It's not an easy game. They say, if you look, they say, if you, let's drift a bit, go to boxing. They say styles make fights, but ability to execute strategy determines fight. So when a team wins 4-5, it's not because the opponent is cheap, but it's because that the team that wins, the team that wins is able to impose their will on the opponents. That's how you win games.
Perhaps that's why you want to. Let's go to Celtic and Manchester City. That was a big surprise because a week before Celtic lost 6-0 to Barcelona, right? At no camp, and so we thought Manchester City was going to overrun Celtic, but they struggled, and it was a miracle that Manchester City came out with a 3-3 draw from that game.
Yeah, I agree. They came out with a 3-3 draw, but I don't see it as a surprise. Because Celtic Park has always been a difficult place to play. You check the records. When Barcelona have played in Celtic Park twice, it hasn't been easy for Barcelona. Celtic Park have been a very difficult. It doesn't matter what team that goes there. It has been a very difficult. Remember when Arsenal played playoff to go to Champions League, they play against Celtic? It was too kind of like, we don't know, referee mistake or something, and they got penalty. You know, Celtic Park is a very difficult place to play. People just say, oh, they are from Scotland. So no. Celtic Park is a difficult place to play. You watch when Barcelona goes there and see what will happen. It's a very difficult place to play.
How about our almighty Arsenal? You know, the game Arsenal played in the last two games against Chelsea and against Basel is a revelation. And people are beginning to tell that this, if Arsenal continues in this mode, it's like handing over the championship to them. Is it that they found their rhythm, or the new guy called Mustafi and Xhaka have brought a good balance in the team, or is that the players have found reform? Look at all of them. It's kind of, the game was kind of fluid.
I would say time will tell, because a beginner is not a worker, but he who starts and works to the end, that is a worker.
Wins.
But at the same time, 2 weeks ago, I said, I'm not saying Arsenal are going to win a championship. I'm not saying they're going to win a Champions League. But I said I'm impressed with what Arsenal is doing right now. Firstly, there is competition in the Arsenal team. If you look, the only place that I can see the positions are like secured, stable, is the goalkeeper and the back four.
Even the goalkeeper is not secure.
Yeah, but I'll put that because
so it's being alternated between Czech.
I said secure. I said secure because he plays Aspina as a cup goalkeeper, and why he plays Czech mostly in Premiership. Now, if you look in the Arsenal midfield, there is competition all over the place. I've been craving for this for Arsenal. You have fast players. Why play fast players? Because what fast players does is, if you know you have 3 forwards who are very, very fast, it gives the opponent a lot to think about when they want to attack you. If you look at the goal Suarez scored against Chelsea, it's because this guy, Cahill, was sloppy. And it's the same thing he did when they played
Sanchez.
Yeah, no. Cahill, the center defender of Chelsea, same thing he did. He was sluggish when the four attacked him and took the ball from him. So play fast players. When you play fast players, it makes the job easy for your midfield, because all your midfield does is they go pick the scrambles, just finish up. The more you play fast players, the more your midfield is going to shine. Now, I look at the way Arsenal players now. I'm not saying they're the best team, but I'm saying right now they have the best midfield in the Premier League. Why did I say so? Coquelin does the dirty job.
He's injured now.
He's injured. But look at the replacement. Xhaka. To me, if you ask me, I'll tell you Xhaka is better than Coquelin. But because of the combination, the amount of games Coquelin have played with Cazorla, he feels he wants some stability there. But it's very important, because if you look now, I'm very impressed with Coquelin. You know why? I've been telling your producer that Coquelin only tackles, and that's it. But now his game has improved.
With his passes.
He passes, he moves, he attacks. Look at the goal against Hull. He created that penalty when he... Now, that's what I want. Now the team, people can move, they can mark, they can move, so it makes it easier. Now what I want to see from the player, people say, "Oh, you criticize him." Ozil, everything is flowing. I want Ozil now to start influencing games, and if he,
But opponent, Arsenal this is typical of Arsenal. But because when we are talking about Arsenal in glowing terms like this, I'm scared because Arsenal, for the past 3 years, go look at the record. First game in the in Premiership they lose, and after that they pick up. There's the idols of February and January. You know that.
yeah,
When we are going to the end of the year.
no, I don't think that will play a part this year because there is still in that team right now. Let's put it this way.
Barring injuries.
Injury will not do anything to Arsenal. Remember, Guru is not even playing. Arsenal's so-called king of kings is not even playing.
And the other player was brought from Valencia.
Yeah,
Lopez.
that guy is not playing. He's not playing too. Chamberlain is finding it difficult to get into the team. Remember, Ramsey is injured. Welbeck is out. So there is still in that team.
But was it the case that Arsenal had a very small team? Because we are mentioning these players now. Zaka is not there. Kokalin is there. If Kokalin is not there, Zaka is not there. If Kazola is not there, you have this guy from the guy who is injured now, Ramsey. If Sanchez is not playing, we have Giroud. If Giroud is not there, we have Lopez. If Walcott is not there, you have Chamberlain.
Chamberlain is there.
You understand? We don't used to have this kind of situation where if A is not playing, you go to option B in Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, perhaps this is the problem with Arsenal, because once a player gets injured in the past, Arsenal suffers.
I've followed Arsenal. Let me not say Arsenal, but let me go direct. Let me particularize what I want to say. At least I've followed Wenger for his past 20 years in Arsenal. I played under Coach Monday Sinclair. You've been a reporter in Nigeria, you know. Monday Sinclair loves good football. He loves fluidity football movement. It's the same thing Arsene Wenger is trying to do. And for you to play that kind of football, you need players with good technical ability, players that have mental strength. If you look at Arsenal right now, the base of Arsene Wenger's philosophy is his midfield. And right now he has that. Okay. If that midfield can hold their own, they'll beat any team.
Let's leave Arsenal. Leicester City also beat Sporting Lisbon 1-0, right?
Yeah.
And they have their wonder kids, Slimane, the two attacking duo of Slimane and Mahrez from Algeria. They're doing well. And as a matter of fact, in Portugal, they cost Slimane a bull. And look at that goal he scored against his former club. The guy is amazing. So they suffered in the early part at the beginning of the season, but now they're back into the groove.
Yeah, they're back into the groove, but there's something you need to understand: the league and Champions League. In the Champions League, they don't really know Leicester City. So a lot of things are falling prey to Leicester City. I will tell you, when you play Leicester City, you want to beat Leicester City, you have to run the ball through the middle.
Because Kante is no longer there.
Not because Kante is no longer there. You have to run the ball through the middle. You can't play high line when you play against Leicester City.
Because of
run the ball through the middle. If you play high line, they'll play the long balls. They'll just drop the balls because they have
Vardy.
They have Slimani. These are forward. You have to play through the middle. Force their middle to play. If you force their midfield to play, Leicester is gone.
Thank you, opponent. You are home with this basic statistics of the UEFA Championship League. And we can't thank you enough for coming to this program, always, as always.
Thank you for having me.
Viewers, that's the rundown of UEFA Championship League and perhaps some of the glowing stars in the English Premiership, because English team are in the UEFA Championship. So we cannot discuss the UEFA Championship without mentioning lots of the stars in the English Premiership. Opponent, thank you. Viewers, We are giving you bit by bit of UEFA Championship League. Stay tuned in the coming in a fortnight when the UEFA Championship League resumes, and we'll be here to give it to you. I'm yours sincerely, Joe Ehizode, saying have a good night. Bye.